Welcome to my channel, Senior Health Master 247. Do you often feel aching or discomfort in your joints, especially in your feet, during the night? Have you ever woken up to find your big toe swollen, red, hot, and so painful that you couldn't even take a step? If those symptoms sound familiar, there's a good chance you may be living with gout, a common form of arthritis among Americans over the age of 50, particularly men. Gout isn't just painful, it can seriously affect your quality of life if it's not properly managed, especially through diet. In today's video, I'd like to talk with you about 5 types of seafood that people with gout should absolutely avoid to prevent flare-ups and protect your joints in the long run. You might want to grab a pen and paper because the information in this video is practical and could help you or a loved one greatly reduce joint pain just by making small changes to the meals you eat every day. But first, let's take a closer look. What exactly is gout and where does it come from? Simply put, gout is a specific type of arthritis that happens when your blood has too much uric acid. This acid forms sharp, needle-like crystals that settle around your joints, causing pain, swelling, and a burning sensation. Gout often strikes without warning, usually in middle-aged men, but it's becoming increasingly common in younger adults and even women. So where does all this uric acid come from? The answer lies in purines, natural compounds found in high-protein foods like seafood, organ meats, and red meat. When you eat too many purine-rich foods, your body can't get rid of the uric acid fast enough. It builds up in your blood, and before you know it, a painful gout flare hits. You might be wondering, how do I know if I'm at risk for gout? It's simple. If you eat a lot of red meat and seafood, drink alcohol regularly, and don't exercise much, you're in a higher risk group. Genetics, being overweight, or having kidney problems can also raise your chances. The good news is just a few small changes in your diet and lifestyle can help you manage gout effectively. Have you ever thought about adjusting your daily meals to help your joints? Stay with us, and we'll show you exactly which foods to avoid and how to build a gout-friendly menu that keeps you feeling great. Now let's dive into the very first type of seafood that people with gout should steer clear of. 1. Shrimp. Have you ever first felt that sharp, sudden pain in your joints shortly after enjoying a delicious shrimp dinner? If you've experienced this, you're likely familiar with the dreaded symptoms of gout. In this video, I want to shed some light on why shrimp, though incredibly tasty and nutritious, can be problematic for those managing gout. First, let's understand why shrimp affects gout sufferers negatively. The primary concern is purines, natural substances found in many foods that our bodies break down into uric acid. Shrimp, like many types of seafood, contains a significant amount of purines. To put things into perspective, approximately 100 grams, about 3.5 ounces, of shrimp can contain between 150 to 200 milligrams of purines. This might seem small at first glance, but for gout sufferers, even moderate purine intake can cause uric acid levels to spike, crystallizing in joints and triggering those painful flare-ups. Uric acid crystals typically form around joints like the toes, ankles, knees, and even elbows, causing inflammation and intense discomfort. Shrimp, while an excellent source of lean protein, omega-3 fatty acids, selenium, and vitamin B12, can unfortunately lead to these painful episodes for those sensitive to elevated uric acid levels. So, should you completely avoid shrimp if you have gout? Ideally, yes, but I understand that completely eliminating your favorite foods isn't always practical or desirable. Moderation is key. If shrimp is something you absolutely love and can't imagine giving up, try limiting your portion size significantly. Aim for no more than 50 grams, about 1.7 ounces, occasionally, ensuring you don't eat shrimp more than once a week. Pairing shrimp with gout-friendly foods is also a smart strategy. For instance, consuming shrimp alongside fresh vegetables, whole grains, or salads rich in vitamin C, such as broccoli, peppers, or spinach, can help mitigate the effects of purine by promoting the excretion of uric acid. Drinking plenty of water when enjoying shrimp is another essential tip. Hydration helps dilute uric acid concentrations, aiding your kidneys in flushing it from your system efficiently. Have you found yourself craving shrimp dishes but worried about gout? Here's a quick tip. Shrimp cooked with olive oil, garlic, and lemon juice, served alongside quinoa or steamed asparagus, is not only delicious but can also balance out the meal, reducing potential gout-related risks. But shrimp isn't the only seafood to watch out for. Let's move on to another popular favorite, tuna. Number 2, tuna. If you're an older adult in America living with gout, you may often find yourself wondering, can I still enjoy tuna or will it trigger another painful episode? In this video, I'd like to guide you through understanding exactly how tuna affects your condition and what you can do if you still want to include this popular seafood in your diet. Now let's discuss what exactly makes tuna problematic for individuals dealing with gout. Tuna, although highly nutritious and packed with beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and lean protein, unfortunately contains very high levels of purines. To give you an accurate picture, about 100 grams, roughly 3.5 ounces of tuna can contain around 200 milligrams of purines or even slightly higher, depending on the variety. When you consume tuna, your body metabolizes these purines into uric acid. Under normal circumstances, your kidneys would efficiently eliminate excess uric acid. However, as we age, our kidney function naturally decreases, and this elimination process slows down. For older adults with gout, even moderate consumption of high purine foods like tuna can lead to elevated uric acid levels, causing painful crystal formation in joints, particularly your big toes, ankles, knees, or wrists. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you must completely eliminate tuna forever if it's something you truly enjoy. I recommend limiting your intake to about 50 grams, around 1.7 ounces per serving, no more than once per week, to significantly reduce your risk of gout flare-ups. An excellent strategy is to pair tuna with gout-friendly side dishes to help mitigate the impact. For example, serving a small portion of grilled tuna alongside vitamin C-rich vegetables like steamed broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or a fresh spinach salad can help your body excrete uric acid more efficiently. Additionally, incorporating whole grains such as quinoa or brown rice as part of your meal adds dietary fiber, which can also assist in uric acid management. Now, if you think tuna's high in purines, just wait until you hear about sardines. 3. Sardines. Have you ever opened a tin of sardines, spread it generously on a cracker, and thought, can something this tasty really be bad for my gout? Unfortunately, my friends, the answer is yes, especially if you're a senior dealing with this painful condition. Here's the deal. Sardines are naturally loaded with purines, substances found in many protein-rich foods. Your body breaks down these purines into uric acid. Normally, that's no big deal, but if you have gout, your body struggles to flush out the excess uric acid effectively, causing those painful crystals to accumulate around your joints. Just 100 grams, about 3.5 ounces of sardines contain an eye-popping 400 milligrams of purines, placing them among the highest purine seafood choices out there. That's quite a hefty dose for your system to handle, particularly as your kidneys naturally slow down with age. But let's not panic just yet. I understand completely if sardines are your comfort food or even a cherished part of your weekly menu. You don't have to say goodbye forever. Moderation is your key companion here. If sardines still call your name, try enjoying a smaller serving. Think around 40 to 50 grams, about 1.5 to 1.7 ounces, occasionally rather than regularly. And here's an expert tip. What you pair with sardines matters. Combine your reduced portion with fresh foods that help offset purine's effects. Foods rich in vitamin C, such as colorful bell peppers, oranges, or leafy greens, can boost your body's ability to clear uric acid efficiently. Maybe create a vibrant sardine salad with baby spinach, cherry tomatoes, and a splash of lemon juice. Not only will this taste delightful, but it will also significantly help manage the potential flare-up risks. So tell me, have you ever experienced a gout flare-up after indulging in sardines? How have you adapted your diet since then? I'd love to hear your personal experiences and dietary adjustments. Drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation and your joints healthy and pain-free. Speaking of small fish with big flavor and even bigger purine content, anchovies are next on our list. Number 4, anchovies. Anchovies are incredibly rich in purines, a naturally occurring substance in many foods, especially proteins. Anchovies contain around 300 milligrams of purines per 100 grams, approximately 3.5 ounces, which is notably high and can swiftly lead to painful gout flare-ups. This high purine content explains why anchovies often trigger gout attacks. Excess uric acid crystallizes, creating painful inflammation, swelling, and redness, primarily in your toes, ankles, knees, and even fingers. Frequent consumption of anchovies, even in small amounts, can significantly raise your risk for these uncomfortable episodes. If anchovies are something you genuinely enjoy and wish to occasionally include in your meals, limit your portion size to about 30 to 40 grams, around 1 to 1.5 ounces, and only enjoy them sparingly, perhaps once every few weeks. Pairing anchovies carefully with gout-friendly foods can also help minimize the risk. Consider pairing small servings of anchovies with fresh vegetables high in vitamin C, such as tomatoes, bell peppers, or broccoli. Whole grains like whole wheat pasta or quinoa make excellent accompaniments, as dietary fiber assists your body in managing uric acid levels more effectively. Also, remember to hydrate generously. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day helps your kidneys flush out excess uric acid. Finally, let's talk about a seafood delicacy many people love: scallops. Unfortunately, they're not as safe as they seem for gout sufferers. 5. Scallop. For older adults managing gout, enjoying seafood can feel like navigating a dietary minefield. One popular yet problematic delicacy is scallops. Delicious and nutritious, scallops unfortunately contain considerable amounts of purines, the very compounds that trigger painful gout flare-ups. To understand why scallops may cause trouble, let's briefly explore the science. Purines naturally occur in many foods, particularly seafood. When digested, they convert to uric acid, typically eliminated by healthy kidneys. However, as we age, kidney function declines, making it harder to manage uric acid levels. Excess uric acid then crystallizes around joints, causing painful swelling and inflammation characteristic of gout. If you love scallops, aim for smaller servings, around 40-50 grams, approximately 1.5 ounces, and enjoy them infrequently, perhaps only once every few weeks. Additionally, pairing scallops with gout-friendly foods can mitigate their negative effects. Consider serving a small portion of sautéed scallops alongside vegetables, such as broccoli, asparagus, or spinach, to help your body effectively manage uric acid. Including whole grains like brown rice or barley can also provide beneficial dietary fiber to assist kidney function. Remember, hydration is crucial. Drinking sufficient water, at least 8 glasses daily, supports your kidneys in flushing excess uric acid. Managing gout doesn't mean giving up the food you cherish. It's about understanding and adapting your dietary habits wisely. To wrap things up, today we've talked about 5 types of seafood that people with gout should be very cautious with: shrimp, tuna, sardines, anchovies, and scallops. While each of them has nutritional value, Their high purine content can quickly lead to painful flare-ups if consumed carelessly, especially as we get older. Remember, managing gout doesn't mean giving up all your favorite foods. It's about being informed, eating in moderation, and making smart choices for your body. Thank you so much for watching and spending your valuable time with me. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing my channel, Senior Health Master 247, and sharing it with someone you care about. It might just help them feel better too. Take care of your health because a strong body and peaceful joints allow you to fully enjoy the beautiful moments life has to offer. Stay well, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.